Can you hear me? Yes, you can.
Can you hear me? Yes, you can.
We're socially distancing at the newly 1 metre thing, and all of a sudden I started sneezing, so Mark is petrified. He's got his mask ready.
I've got my mask. Actually, we'll put it. Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh,
Right.
I think you put it down on my shelf where I sprayed COVID earlier on.
Probably.
Yeah.
Put it on the COVID shelf.
Got him up. Take it away.
It's episode 40 of the 2L Gamers podcast. We've managed 40 episodes of this pish.
Bullshit. Yeah.
And we're still here.
Yep. So this is not the video version where I'm looking like some sort of weird demigod.
Lounge huge.
In my lounge.
Hugh Hefner.
Yeah, I look like Larry. Leisure Suit Larry.
There's no strange striptease this month.
Yeah.
Mind you, it does get hot in here.
Well, there will be, but you won't be able to see it.
Yeah.
You'll just hear the noises.
Mm.
Something like a big lump of steak landing on a kitchen table noise.
We've got no plan, but we've got I think we've got lots to talk about.
Yeah, we've got lots to talk about.
Lockdown continues.
But it's been eased quite considerably. The date is, what was it, 24th of June?
The
end of June.
38th,
We're near the end of June.
So 23rd of June.
So, at least in this country, we seem to be making some progress, and we're going to be out of this shit soon.
Yeah. Don't look at Germany and go, oh. We don't want a second wave. We don't talk about second waves.
Or the Third Reich.
Yeah, or the Third Reich.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to discuss what we've been playing during lockdown. We're going to go through the new releases. I
think it's a section of what we've been buying with no intention of playing. Because I've done a lot of that.
Yeah. So let's go for news first. The PS5 actually has been revealed in what I thought was a lot of the games were a bit sort of pony in terms of being low budget, low end. The actual presentation overall, though, for me was pissed all over Xboxes.
I'm going to say something controversial that you're not going to like, and I know you're not going to like it, but this is the way I feel.
Oh, go on.
I think it's ugly. I'm not a fan of the design, and I would quite happily wait for...
That's because you're an IT man and all you do is look at black boxes all day.
No. It's just... Because I
like the look of it.
It does look like a router. It looks like a lot of Netgear, TP-Link stuff.
That wouldn't register with me because I don't. Hence my IT comment.
It's the... Yeah. In a world of Apple, they've tried to be Apple and failed. I think it could be nicer.
Do you know what?
But what I was going to say was
it's rather large.
It's rather large,
which is good because it means
I don't think.
I think it's going to be the same size as that.
Squeeze in that, isn't it?
Oh, it's going to get in there easy.
Yeah.
It's going to be the same. Well, look how big the PS4 Pro is, right? Yeah. I reckon it's the same size as that Samsung thing there, which is a UHD Blu-ray player.
Yeah, probably.
But twice as high.
But hopefully the big size is because it's going to be quiet. That'd be nice. Fast travelling in Spider-Man on my Pro is like the Earth took off. It's ridiculous.
Have you? Let's ask. Have you pre-ordered any PS5 gear from any of the Shop 2 or Game Collection?
Registered an
That's
interest.
What I meant. Yeah, which is basically the same. As
I've registered an interest with Game.
What are you going to get? Just the console at launch? Because you know what I'm like.
No, well, so there's two things there. I've registered an interest. I would like to see what the pricing is.
Yeah.
And if I can afford one this year, I will get one.
Yeah.
I may also, if they suddenly just turn around and say, oh, here's a special edition Spider-Man version that's sort of like in a cool colour or something like that.
For another $100 or £100.
To get rid of the whiteness of it, I'd probably go for that too.
I think you can remove those white things and replace them with... I think that's going to be the new thing. They'll be bespoke.
Thingy Bob, whilst the D brand skins have already released their prototype for making a sticker set that turns the white fins black.
Well, problem solved.
Problem solved.
I don't think it's a problem because it matches the same colours as the VR headset.
I saw some sort of like promotional shots of the hardware, and it's like a proper breakdown outside of that reveal trailer. And there was one thing that disappointed me. Again,
What's the matter with you?
I know.
You're talking like a millennial.
No, but there was one thing that disappointed me. The headset.
So entitled. The headset's amazing.
The headset's amazing.
Yeah, I'm getting one of them.
I know. And you'll really enjoy looking at the large dongle that's still going to stick out the front of your console because, yep, it's got a USB
But
dongle.
these to be white.
And it's like, no, the dongle's black.
Oh, is it?
The dongle's black because it's going in the black
It's basically
bit.
the same fucking headphones I've got already, but
it's
with
like-
the 3D audio chip in it.
Sony, for God's sake, why don't you just make them Bluetooth? There's Bluetooth in the PlayStation 4. You don't need the dongle thing sticking out the front.
Yeah, all right. I don't give a shit. But
No, I
you
don't know. It's just like, I would like to have got rid of the dongle.
Yeah, I think they should have done, but maybe there's manufacturing issues and cost issues. Anyway, so pre-ordering, I've had that pre-ordered for over a year anyway, or whenever the register of interest first started. So I then added the headphones. I'm going for the HD camera because that's going to impact VR.
Yeah.
And it'd be nice to, if I did do some streaming, to wear my clothes that I like wearing, like my dressing gown, and stream live from Jigsaw's lair
What, on your OnlyFans site?
on my fan site. So there's only be two probably mentally incapable people that actually find it interesting.
Yeah.
And
Put
I've
a
also
virtual
ordered
dollar in the pants.
because I watch Blu-rays and I will be watching 3D Blu-rays and UHDs because I'm going to get rid of this other thing down the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
I've got the media remote ordered as well because that's the sort of little thing that will you'll go, oh, I want one of them, and there won't be any fuckers around because they're sold out. Now they're making 4 million, so 2 million are going to be, or maybe a million will be digital only. I don't know what they're going to do, but what it just means is that straight away, instead of 4 million PS4s with the disc drive in it, which they're all saying is the option preferred, they said you'd be crazy to go for the digital only version because it cuts you off from all your any discs that you may not have. Even if you haven't got any discs now, you might go into game and go, oh fuck me, they got that cheap, they've just updated that on PS5, I'll have that.
Yeah.
And you're forever tied into the digital store, and it's great when there are sales on, but it takes time for those sales, so you could be drawn down the path of, oh fuck, I can't afford the game this month.
I mean, it's nice to think about a digital version now being a PS4 owner at the end of the PS4's life, and the sales are always amazing.
Yeah,
But when you're going new console and digital,
no, it's a no-no for me.
it's never ever going to be cheap.
So I basically ordered every peripheral apart from, what other peripherals are there?
So what games though?
Well, to be quite honest with you, the only release game that really I'm interested in is Stray, about the cat,
Yeah,
which is like an indie-ish type game,
yeah.
and Yakuza Like a Dragon, because that's coming out on release day, and Watch Dogs
Right. So I'm basically
Legion.
I'm thinking it's more than likely going to be a launch day title,
I'm not interested in Horizon Zero Dawn, 'cause I haven't
No,
played
that's
the other
not-
one, and
that's not.
I don't think it's that good.
but I'm there for Spider-Man, Miles Morales.
Even though it's an ad, they said it's basically the same Spider-Man, but it's like a Uncharted add-on that's standalone.
No, the Uncharted Lost Legacy. Which
Yeah.
as it
Lost Legacy was better than
was
Uncharted
actually
4, actually.
better than Uncharted 4.
It was, yeah.
And it had a. It didn't have it was a shorter game than Uncharted 4, but it still clocked in over 15 hours of game, and it's like, and it was better.
The
Game
reason
as well.
I'm not so stoked about all of the, exclusives. I mean, the Ratchet and Clank looks amazing from a
Yes.
technology point of view, but really, don't forget in October we're going to get Valhalla Assassin's Creed, which I'm really, I love those games. You
Yeah.
like those games too. And we're also going to get on release date now. Finally, we think release date Cyberpunk 2077.
Yes.
So
If it
if
doesn't
you
get
got
delayed
if you got those two massive open world games to play, and Watch Dogs Legion comes out, because that's really going to piss fucking Ubisoft off now. It wouldn't surprise me if they bring that forward, so they're not releasing on the same day. Although they think maybe they'll get away, they'll go, well, people want a couple of games for their new console anyway, and that will utilise ray tracing. I've already seen the videos of it. So that and Like a Dragon. So if I've got Valhalla, Watch Dogs, bloody Ghost of Tsushima, which will be retrospectively, I'm sure, upgraded. You've got Avengers that they've already said today is going to be upgraded for free on PS5. You got 5, 6. You got 6. I mean, they're not first party. Basically, there's no first party exclusives other than the one with the cat that I think looks really fun.
And Spider-Man.
Well, I haven't played the other Spider-Man yet. I want. That's why I've got it on my screen now. I've re-downloaded Ratchet and Clank to give that a go.
No, that Ratchet and Clank game is amazing.
Yeah, it look. I mean, at the time, they've actually said it's the new game is actually higher res than the movie version of Ratchet and Clank.
I think the other problem is that was from your bush.
That's something really.
Yeah.
That's COVID bush.
I thought the footage that I saw of Ratchet and Clank were like it looks as good as what the PS4 game looks, because the PS4 game looks really, really good. But I think the nuance, the subtlety there is it's not about how good that game looks, it's about what it's actually doing.
Yeah,
that
the warping is amazing, isn't
that
it?
is showing off the SSD loading, the dimensional warping and everything like that. That is showing.
Because up to now, it's like you think,
off.
what, they're really going to load a level in as I turn my head?
Yeah.
And that proved that they can load, and the complexity of that level, some of those, when they warp, is just incredible.
Yeah, no, it's a testament to sort of the memory and the SSD.
And to me, that's the biggest. I think that in terms of what makes it better than Xbox, apart from the fact that Xbox has shit exclusives.
No exclusives.
Yeah, that's
Halo.
why they're shit. Yeah. Well, Halo. If you like Halo, you're screwed unless you've got a PC, of course, which I have. So it's really it's a no-brainer, really. But you know, the fact that for me, because I did make, well, I'm still making, but not really, short films. When you make a film, the sound is 50% of the equation of a film. If you fuck up your sound in your movie, you can make the movie look shit, even though it's the best shot thing. If the sound's not right, it's crap. And that's why I think this 3D audio, this is why I went for the headphones, to feel like you're totally immersed. Plus you add that to VR as well.
Oh, yeah.
That and the SSD and the fact that they've reduced all the bottlenecks. So even though technically it's not as much T-flops or whatever, but they've turned the power they've got into 100% usable.
Yeah.
Whereas I think the Xbox just like to force it all the time, and that's them all over, being Americans, like to force everything.
I
wouldn't buy an Xbox.
Something I did the other day. So of course the kids wanted us to know what was coming, and I mean there's that game.
Just take one.
There's that game. Kayan or something like that. It's the one with the girl, the nymph girl,
that looks
and
good.
And the little black creature thingies.
Big Zelda-ish.
Fable-ish. But the kids saw that trailer and just went, "Oh, we have to get. Is this really a game?" I said, "Yeah, this is all game. We need this." You know, it's literally that and Bug Snacks. The kids want Bug Snacks.
Sorry.
Fucking
hell.
But
I thought Bug Snacks looked boring, but that's just me.
I think it appeals to an audience.
There's no
but
sign
we
of
went
Knack
back
3.
and watched a lot of those the trailers all got released on the PlayStation channel in 4K after the stream. The stream was
And what do
really
they look
bad
like?
quality. All look great in 4K. They look fantastic. And then you get to the end of most of those trailers and it says coming to PS4, PS5. And it's like, oh, that Devil Inside is coming to the PS4.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you did that thing where you was like, these are games for the PS5, but they're kind of sort of also not.
Yeah, I'd say the Ratchet and Clank and the Horizon.
Oh no, I mean the first party.
They were the two key. I mean the shot where Aloy's underwater and everything, it just looks amazing, doesn't it? But it's not for me yet. But the only other game that I could see me definitely playing will be Far Cry 6, which Ubisoft have got a July. And
I was about to say, where is Ubisoft? You know, everyone's had their
early
go.
17th or 10th of July or something.
Right, okay.
And they're going to be showing Watch Dogs, and we think they're going to be revealing Far Cry 6, which I'm hoping will be maybe the return of Vaz, because he's been doing some voiceovers. But imagine if there was a prison on a Jurassic Island or something like that, and there's fucking dinosaurs going around in a Far Cry world. That'd be absolutely incredible.
Speaking of Far Cry,
right. We'll get back to that. So, the only other news is that we both stayed up for the bloody EA Play event, which was absolute shit, really. Apart from one game, in my opinion, which was the amazing looking, what was it called, Star Wars Squadron?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Which has got single player. It's basically X-Wing updated for the 2020s.
X-Wing versus TIE Fighter.
And it's in VR completely.
Yeah. And it does look like from that gameplay video that you are locked into the cockpit.
They said you're locked in locked
into the cockpit.
First
That's
person.
the way it's meant to be.
Yeah.
You know, X-Wing versus TIE Fighter.
And it looks great. The explosions look amazing.
Changing your thrust, changing power
Shield.
management, doing all the. That is what we need.
They're giving you shit. In fact, that was in a TIE Fighter and X-Wing, wasn't it?
Yeah, we used to have to manage the shields and. And I like the fact that what they seem to be suggesting in that video is that you start with the single player. So essentially, you have to play the single player game.
Yeah.
As like a story tutorial to get to the multiplayer stuff, which is good as well.
And I don't mind. I don't really like multiplayer much, but if it's like X-Wing and we're on VR, that'd be incredible, Mark, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
We could be having some of
and
that.
The whole game.
It's out in October, isn't it? The third?
October.
Is it the third? Or?
Yeah, $34.99, which is strange for EA because that's sort of like they're kind of marking that as their flagship title for the year.
Well,
that's not a sports game.
Well, think about it, right? The campaign's probably not that long, and it's a bit of multiplayer.
EA Motive are the people who are basically they were formed when Jade Redmond moved over to EA.
Yeah.
And they have literally, all they've done is they've helped other studios with games.
Yeah.
So they helped with Battlefront 2. I think basically they did the space combat sections for Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
So they obviously expanded.
Which is a free add-on, wasn't it, at the time?
Yeah.
And it was fun.
Yeah, no. So Criterion did the original VR thing for Battlefront 1, but there was no VR in Battlefront 2, but the space combat.
Oh, of course, yeah.
EA Motive handled that while DICE did the ground stuff. So EA Motive obviously just sort of like run with it and made a proper game out of it.
Yeah.
But 34. I'm not going to not argue at $34.99. No microtransactions, no season pass, no loot boxes.
The good thing about that price point is that more people are likely to buy it.
Yep.
And then you'll have more people in the lobbies playing
I think the only thing I can think of is that EA is selling it at $34.99. To make money, and then say, right, it has made a lot of money, so now we can develop some DLC for it.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Or maybe they've got no plans to bring it to next gen. It's like, well, we'll just this is the last hurrah.
I think
shit. Do you know
if it's on VR, we've not had the full reveal from Sony about VR. We've not seen the back of the console yet, have we?
Right.
Because there is some talk that the reason why it's so big is because they've incorporated all the VR breakout box shit.
Jim Ryan has, I think he said the day after the reveal video, he spoke to a journalist and said, yes, he reiterated that the PlayStation VR is fully compatible with the PlayStation 5. So he just wanted to reiterate.
But he doesn't give away anything, does he?
No, but he doesn't. He just reiterated that.
If you can just plug your leads in the back of the PS5, that'd be awesome, wouldn't it? Without that breakout box, like that extra bit of hardware being powered, taking up a USB slot.
And then the other thing is,
anyway, going back to EA.
Oh yeah,
they didn't reveal the much rumoured Mass Effect 3 Mass Effect trilogy.
Oh shit, that was
remaster.
I suddenly forgot. Star Wars Squadrons wasn't their last reveal, was it? The last reveal was Skate 4.
Yeah, which is basically two dudes that have probably been told 10 minutes before the conference they can make Skate 4.
It's hilarious. People have been asking for Skate 4 for years.
I wouldn't play that.
Oh no, is it Skate 4 or Skate 3? Skate 4, whatever. The next Skate game.
Yeah.
For years and years, and EA have always said no.
Well, they said fuck remasters. We want new IP.
This year,
and then they got Anthem.
There's got Skater XL. There's another skating game, And then
1 and 2.
Activision said we're going to remaster Tony Hawk's 1 and 2, and then all of a sudden EA go, yeah, we'll have Skate.
Yeah, well,
Oh, right.
those guys looked like they were at home, and some executive has told them, get a studio game when COVID's over, and we'll start making this game. You're not going to see it for 3 fucking years. Anyway,
The funny thing about that is that everyone on the Skate Twitter feed and Reddit threads are sort of congratulating themselves that years and years of commenting and tweeting them directly saying we want Skate 4 has worked, and it's like, no, that didn't work.
No.
Their rivals re-bringing back skateboarding games, that's what works.
Well, back to Mass Effect.
Oh, good.
They didn't show it, and I was so pissed off. I was tired. I was pissed off, and I was like, oh, "Fucking EA play! What a load of shit!" The only good thing I've heard since then is let's face it, the Command and Conquer remaster actually, remake really, because they redid all the. They did a good job on it apparently. Lots of fan service and information, and the video's been up-resed, and they've re-recorded all the sound and redone it like a ground-up remake, haven't they?
Yep.
Now that's good because...
And it's also got mod support, community mod support.
Yeah, and it shows that they're bringing out a game that they're not just trying to make a quick buck on and just chuck the PC version on for consoles or whatever. So, all the doggies are in.
Hello, Bandit. Oh, hello, buddy.
So, anyway, the rumours are, unconfirmed, is that the Mass Effect is not just going to be a PC port. They're going to fix the gameplay, which in number 1, the combat was pretty shonky. And they're actually going to release all 3 as a trilogy, and it'll all be on the Dragon Age engine. Which, apparently one comment was, it's not going to be totally next-gen looking, but it'll be a damn sight better. But I did show you the PC version of Mass Effect 1 running in 4K today, didn't I, on max detail?
Yeah, no, it looks good.
Then there's no mods on that.
No.
Now, my view was, if they want to release the PC versions but then chuck all the community mods on and make it all work perfectly, that would have been acceptable. So they've got a ton of really good DLC that they're going to throw in, presumably, and maybe some cut content. So even if you played them before, there's going to be new stuff for you to discover. And there's no reason whatsoever that couldn't run on a Switch. Do you think, Mark?
No. It'll run fine on Switch.
What is? Have they released any Frostbite engine games on Switch?
No.
No. But
No.
if you get the people that did, say, Alien Isolation to do the code.
You see, but maybe what tends to happen with these games is that the Switch port is handled by another company.
Yeah.
So if they gave it to like Iron Giant or something like that, they may not use the Frostbite engine to get it on there.
EA aren't doing the remaster apparently either.
Yeah, no.
They've subbed it out. So we're waiting for an announcement, but the other news from someone who's an insider reckons it's out 2020.
That makes
So
sense.
someone said N7 Day is something like November something.
I think it is, yeah.
So I think maybe they could stealth drop it, or I mean, Command and Conquer got announced, didn't it? And then it was out within 2-3 weeks, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Now that is a much better way of doing it. I don't know why EA didn't show it, but maybe they thought that they didn't.
I actually just thought that.
It would basically overshadow all the other releases that they were trying to sell, wouldn't it?
So N7 Day, of course, is the 7th of November.
Yeah.
And if you're releasing your Star Wars Squadrons game in October, on the 20th of October, maybe you want to keep quiet about that to sell your Star Wars game. But
yeah,
I think after their sort of like initial clusterfuck with the Star Wars license, I think EA are now hitting it generally. Battlefront 2, which is PS Plus game this month, is absolutely brilliant now. Now they've taken all the microtransactions and the loot box. Well, the loot box is still there, but they went through progression, and the amount of sheer content and levels that now spans the whole Star Wars universe. Prequels. There's a little bit of Solo in there, Rogue One, the whole, everything's there now.
I want to say something controversial.
What?
I actually think that the universe created by Mass Effect, or the Mass Effect universe, for me, is better than the Star Wars universe. And as a Star Wars fan, I know they've nicked stuff, but for me, I actually think the whole world that they created, all the 8 different alien races, all the stuff that went on, for me, I could sit and watch a fucking, Mass Effect 1 to 6 movies, start to finish, whereas Star Wars, maybe it's because Star Wars has become a bit diluted with the Disney input, and the old films have got all the old fogies back and stuff like that, but I actually think if you're talking about a universe created, a science fiction fantasy universe, I think Mass Effect is the top of the tree, mate. Go on, give me your answer. Mr. Star Wars fan of the year.
I think you're talking out your arse, but...
Yeah, well, that's fine. It's fine if you think that. That's not a problem.
No, it is.
But you haven't played Mass Effect 3, so you can't really judge until you finish that.
No, but you haven't watched the Clone Wars.
What?
You haven't watched the Clone Wars.
Yes, I have.
What, the TV show?
Yeah, of course I haven't.
Yeah, of course you haven't watched it. You haven't watched it. No. You watched The Mandalorian now.
I mean, Mandalorian was brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant.
It was brilliant. But I still think that the Mass Effect universe, all of the locations...
Mass Effect is grown-up Star Wars.
Yeah, it's a soap opera, isn't it?
It's grown-up Star Wars. There's
I mean, Star Wars did come first.
I don't mean not just by the fact you can have sex in it. What I mean is that
that never happens in Star Wars, does it?
The tone of it is more. It's more Blade Runner-ish.
You never see Han Solo fingering a Wookiee, do you?
You never said. Oh, fuck's sake! I'm trying to make a decent point
right,
to defend you, and you're
okay. Go on. I know what you're saying.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, go on, tell me. Carry on.
No, I've lost my train of thought now. No, I was going to say...
You're just saying how that you know that I'm right because it's an adult Star Wars.
Yeah.
Which sort of is what The Mandalorian was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Apart
from all the Baby Yoda shit.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it's grittier. Everything in Mass Effect is much grittier.
And I do like dark. Although there is darkness. I mean, you've got Darth Vader being a prick all the time.
It's still like Flash Gordon-esque light and
I think it's a bit unfair to say it's like Flash Gordon, because Flash Gordon's a pile of shit, really. But
no,
don't get me wrong. I've got all the Star Wars films. I think Star Wars is brilliant. But it's just a thought I had today. I just thought, I've played Star Wars games, but it's almost like maybe it's the fact that you just know that because it's in the Star Wars universe, you've got to tick all these boxes, otherwise it doesn't come across as a Star Wars thing.
Yeah.
Whereas Mass Effect is free in a way to just do whatever the fuck it wants.
Yeah.
I mean if you want to see dark, fuck me. Mass Effect 3 is dark.
Mass Effect 1 came about because BioWare did Knights of the Old Republic and got bought by EA, so couldn't do Knights of the Old Republic 2.
Have you played number 2? No, obviously Obsidian did it, didn't they?
Obsidian did number 2.
What's it like, number 2?
So it's better now. I think they've patched in.
Is that on PC?
Game. Yeah.
Might be able to pick up really cheap.
Yeah, so it's usually about £2-3 on Steam.
All right.
That's moddable.
Oh, that's the other big news. EA have chucked all their games that work on Origin across to Steam.
That was a large part of the bloody press conference, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then, every word was, and you can get it on Steam.
Today.
On Steam.
Wonderful picture of The Sims 4. And on Steam now, and if you put that, you can buy a game on Steam, and then you can just click the add all DLC to basket as well.
Yeah.
You do that for The Sims 4 and it comes out $529.
Fucking hell. Well, that's the other problem. I had this with the Ubisoft game. You buy an Ubi game on Steam, and then you go online to get the DLC, but it says Uplay, it means that Uplay is not connected. So when you run the game from Steam, even though it uses Uplay's framework to run the fucking game in the background, it won't acknowledge that you've got the DLC.
Do you have to run it from Uplay?
Yeah, so which means
get
you've
the
got to
DLC.
buy the game on Uplay in order to apply
right.
the DLC. That
That's
sucks.
Stupid. That's stupid.
So-
But it's like that. I just went on to CD keys to see, because someone said about that Command and Conquer Remastered.
Yeah.
It's like 15 quid on CD keys. I went, that's like £3 cheaper.
Yeah.
I'll have a
CD
look at
keys,
that.
I use them all the time.
The CD keys version of Command and Conquer is the Origin version,
Yeah.
which I don't think then has the access into the Steam Workshop side of it, which has all the mod supports, the community mods and everything. And so I thought, yeah, I don't think I want
It is a minefield out there. For £3,
Don't
you're better
really
off not
want
worrying
it.
about
Yeah,
it.
it's like for £3, I'd much rather just have it in my Steam library.
Yeah. Oh, the dog's walked in.
And you just open the doors.
Just come in, Bandit. I mean, you know, just come in. It's all right. He'll sit down there. He'll be quite
What's
good as
your
gold.
opinion, Bandit, on the PlayStation 5?
So, the games I'm most looking forward to this year are going to be, like we said, the PS5 and the Mass Effect trilogy remastered. But I'm actually playing number 1, and you know the bits where you're going over the planet in the rover? My memory of it on PS3 was the graphics were really shit, and it's really uncontrollable. And it's actually really good on the PC. And the loading
So
is
you
like
mean-
literally
'Cause
click.
it would have been on the
click-
Xbox, wouldn't it? Because we were talking about this earlier.
No, because I only played Mass Effect when it ended up on PS3.
Well, the Mass Effect one never came to PS3,
It did,
did it?
yeah.
What, eventually?
Hmm.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah, they got the whole trilogy on fucking PS3.
Yeah, no, but I'm sure that when Mass Effect came out, you and I were playing it.
I
at
was
the same
playing
time
number 2.
on Xbox.
No, I never played it because my brother kept telling me how amazing the game was, and I thought, oh, he don't know what he's talking about, so I totally ignored him.
Oh.
Didn't play Mass Effect 1
Oh,
on
right.
Xbox. Yeah.
Yes, the Mako on the Xbox 360 version was a piece of shit.
Yeah. Well, now I've got used to me WASD keys and mouse. I'm back in the zone again, but then I'm like torn. I'm like, oh, should I really go much further? Because if but then this remaster could be 6 months away.
This remaster might not even exist.
No, it does.
No. I mean, there's also
There's people out
rumours-
there who've got more
there's
inside
almost-
knowledge than you
there's-
have.
There's rumours out there. Also,
They would have debunked it by
that
now.
BioWare
Making number 4.
are actually doing a remaster of Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh, I don't know about that.
And that's what BioWare are doing.
Right, because they're doing
Bearing in
Dragon
mind
Age,
that the Dragon Age,
and they're trying to get
footage
Anthem up to version 2.
the Dragon Age, yeah, but the Anthem team's down to 5 people and an intern.
Good,
Um,
because that game, even though I had fun with it, was very, very
bad,
bad.
just bad.
Mm.
Great looking game,
The loading on it was appalling.
bad.
The tethering was appalling.
Hot potato, cold potatoes are fucking appalling.
The Iron Man fantasy only lasted so long, didn't it?
Iron Man.
Oh yeah, Iron Man VR is going to be coming out. So on the horizon is Iron Man VR.
Yeah.
What was the demo like? Was it good?
Fucking brilliant.
Better than the Batman VR.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Why?
So it's hard to say. You see, Iron Man VR is a really odd game because it looks like something and it's not that thing. Every piece of footage that they've shown of that game since they announced it makes it look like
A flight sim.
it's on rails and
Oh, right.
just like Lethal Enforcers, you're just using your hands to
Yeah.
shoot the target. No, you have free flight.
Is
You're
it a
actually
shoot 'em up,
flying.
basically?
Yes. Well, so basically the level that you do that's actually a proper mission, the plane that you're in gets attacked, big hole in it.
I've watched what you uploaded. Yeah.
So at some point you have to go to the plane and you have to repair things on the plane. Then you have to fight off some bad guys. Then you go and repair something else on the plane.
Yeah.
So it's not like that. Apart from that, no one else knows what the game's about. Apparently it's 9 hours long.
Oh, that's a long VR game.
For a VR game, that's a long game.
Did you finish that one done by the London Heist people?
No. Because I got to a bit I couldn't do.
Oh, okay.
VR, if we're going to talk about what we're playing.
Not yet, but is there anything new on the... I mean,
so
yeah.
if you go on the store...
Avengers
they've
looks
just
really
added,
good.
They've added a load more coming soons to the store now.
You know the initial look
And there's
of...
something there we have not talked about.
Look at the Avengers. Everyone was turned off by the graphics.
Avengers. Is the Avengers thing today? The Avengers thing is today.
Oh, that'll be...
War Table.
That'll be on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, no, I know.
Well, they just announced Crash Bandicoot 4,
Yeah.
which is basically a brand new game developed by the people that must have worked on the other ones, but which is okay. I haven't need to play the other ones.
So
FIFA, I'm not interested in.
yeah, but look at Crash Bandicoot 4.
60 quid.
60 fucking quid.
That's a piss take.
And Cyberpunk is how much?
54.99.
What are you going to spend? What are you going to spunk 55 quid on? You're
Yeah,
going to spend
yeah.
60 quid on Crash Bandicoot 4 when you can have Cyberpunk for 54
Well, if
pounds.
you're kids, then you wouldn't be able to buy Cyberpunk because it's quite adult in its tone, isn't it? Yeah, Marvel Avengers is looking good fun, isn't it?
No, it's looking good.
It's looking really good.
I'm looking forward to this.
I mean, look at
reveal
that.
they're
The
doing.
deluxe edition, which isn't anything other than skins and what have you, that's 75. So they add on another 15 quid just for a couple of skins.
So, keep going down.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 digital edition deluxe is 50 quid. Now that better be a fucking good remake, I tell you. Not a remaster, a remake, which is what
It's a remake.
we were talking about earlier. Is that the Mass Effect hopefully is a remake where they do everything.
Not like Star Wars Racer that's released today. That is just
It looks like a fucking N64
not even. Well,
game.
it's not a remaster. It's a port.
Madden's the usual. I'll probably buy it, even though will only play it twice, and then what's Fairy Tale?
Don't know. We don't. It's not a game for
It's
us.
a Japanese thing. Ghost of Tsushima, I pre-ordered the basic version because it's only 5 quid more than the shop version.
Yeah.
Mobile Suit Gundam Extreme versus Maxi Boost on.
Excellent. That probably best title for a video.
Iron
game
Man
ever.
VR $34.99.
Right.
That's
Now,
the
this is
high end
hilarious.
of VR.
Click on that. Click on Iron Man VR because I just want to see if it shows you on the store page. So, go down to details.
Well, screenshots look good. Now, interestingly enough, this is something to worth mention. You look at the quality of the graphics when you look at a screenshot. It looks pretty damn good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's not the same as when you look through the VR visor. So what I'm saying is,
I don't
all I'm
know.
saying is that if it's got that output and you give you a higher res VR thing, PS5 will be able to run like Oculus.
As someone who played PSVR for, I'll scroll down a bit more, for a year on a bare bones launch standard PS4,
Yeah.
I am still amazed every single time I put on a headset on a Pro
Yeah.
of the change in fidelity.
Well, the thing I would say,
it's a huge difference.
if you've played a Blu-ray, on a VR headset, it looks cinema quality almost, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So that's the sort of level of quality you can get with a better processor. What did you want to go here for?
Oh no, so I thought they'd show you something. So the hilarious thing is, I have pre-ordered Iron Man VR at Game on disc.
Oh right, okay.
Just because I had 27 quid after the weekend.
How much are they selling it for?
$34.99.
Right, okay.
Exactly the same price as the digital. So I was like, oh.
Okay.
But I got a pre-order bonus. Oh, no, it says there. Oh no, it doesn't. You get a pre-order bonus of 4 different Iron Man suits. The Origin one, the Mark IV, something or other, the Silver Centurion, and then a Ultraviolet one. Which is hilarious because
Sorry, Digital Deluxe is 45 quid.
it's in VR. So this suit, you will not see it. You'll only see your hands of it.
Really do apologise for the sneezing mark. I just told her I've not sneezed for like 3 fucking months, and all of a sudden he walks through the door and that's.
I'm actually allergic to my cat.
Well, I never was allergic
I know
to
you're
cats
never
before.
allergic to cats before, but That's the only thing I can
Look
think
at the
of.
graphics on this Star Wars fucking racer though. It looks shit.
It's a great game.
I know the
But-
game's good, but they should have made an effort with the fucking.
No. But I
screenshot.
would say that to me immediately says that'd be good on the Switch.
It's coming out soon, isn't it?
It's out on the Switch today as well. But this is what I was going to say to you earlier. This is what fucks me off at the moment. Is dual release games coming out on the same day.
Oh, how much is it?
This £11.99.
How much is it on Switch?
£12.50. Switch tax.
Cunts.
Why? It's not like
I don't know why. That's stupid.
essentially it's the worst version of the game.
Do you think
It
Nintendo
cost me-
take a bigger cut of a
It cost
game?
me more money to buy Streets of Rage 4 on the Switch than it would have cost me
Yeah,
to
but
buy
it sounds
on
to me like Nintendo are the greedy ones because they probably charge the software people more money.
Probably, yeah. Well, that's the way they work out tax into.
Yeah. The big game at the moment is Last of Us 2, which we'll talk about next, I suppose, is what we've been playing, because I've actually hardly played any of it. Because I've been playing Mass Effect 1 on the PC and loving every minute of it. But a lot of games came out in between our last podcast, didn't they? We've got XCOM 2 on the Switch, which I bought.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Mm.
Not played it. So I don't really play my Switch much. But also, didn't the Bioshock trilogy come out?
No, so basically, on the same day, Take-Two released Borderlands Ultimate Collection, which is Borderlands 1, 2, and the pre-sequel
Yeah.
on Switch. Bioshock Collection, which is Bioshock 1, 2, and
I never really tapped into why everyone was so impressed with Bioshock when it came out, because I was like I played it and I'm like, it's all a bit. I think it's the art style that I actually don't like. You know, that French looking type art style. That turns me off. Not because it's French, but just because it looks shit.
The Marvel Avengers War Table is tomorrow night.
What is the War Table?
It's eventually going like this.
The developers sit around playing the game.
It's their live stream where they reveal the game.
Right. There's one game that I've watched, a live stream that was recorded, and I told you guys about it. Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh yeah, I've
done
watched
by the people who have done Divinity. It's piqued my interest because I've got Divinity on the PC, but I want to play it on the PlayStation, so I actually ordered the disc version for. I had a voucher, so I ordered it for 17 quid.
Oh, that's good.
But that looks really good, and they reckon it's going to be out in early access in August.
Yep.
But that's going to be a bug-filled mess, so I'm not going to touch that with a barge pole. Does early access mean you actually got to buy the game?
No, early access means that you're paying to be a beta tester, and at the end of it, you get the game.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, you've got to pay to play the game, the full price, presumably. That won't be discounted, will it?
No, if you buy a game in full access, early access, when the game becomes full access, you've got it. Right, you don't pay any more.
No, I realise that, but what I'm saying is you're still having to pay to be a beta tester and iron out all the bugs.
Yeah.
Do you have to report to them
But
what's going on?
No, bearing in mind that like Minecraft was in early access for 6 years.
I know Conan was in early access.
You know,
wasn't it?
just because a game's in early access just means they're not ready to put a 1.0 on it.
Yeah.
What was the game that released? They released the game on consoles recently. That was a PC game. So on the day they released it on consoles, they put a 1.0 on the PC version and called it retail release.
Oh,
I can't remember what game it was.
It was an Outer Wilds, was it? No.
No. Some like might have been Stellar. I don't know. Something.
Oh.
Strategic.
Yeah. Right.
So
we're now talking about what we're playing, and we might as well get the elephant out of the room. Is that Last of Us 2's out, and some people have reacted. I've tried to avoid all information, and you've had something spoiled apparently.
No, I had something spoiled, but it's so early on in the game that it didn't spoil it.
Oh, that's all right then.
So,
because
I'll tell you what it is.
No, you won't. I'm at the bit where I've left the Wild West town on horse,
Jackson,
and then you're playing this other woman now.
Yeah.
This nasty piece of work by the sound of it.
Yeah.
I'm playing her.
Mm.
and I'm halfway towards the lodge.
Mm.
Okay, so I'm sure everything is going to go really, really bad very quickly. So, but you can't say. It looks like a brutal game, though, from what I've seen of it. It looks brutal.
From what I can see, and I haven't finished the whole game, but of course there was these leaks of the storyline months ago, and the internet.
I avoided them totally.
I avoided them. The internet reacted badly, and
because they're entitled.
I think a lot of them
are millennials.
There's a lot of people that
greedy.
They're reacting. I don't think. So
live?
basically, Ellie's gay.
So what? You could tell that in the first fucking trailer.
I think a lot of people are sort of like, "Huh, why is she gay?" Well, if you actually played The Last of Us DLC,
with the African.
The prequel girl, they had a kiss. She's always been lesbian. She had a previous girlfriend that they talk about. So that's not a big surprise, but so there's that.
Was that what they were moaning about?
There's a trans character in the game.
Okay.
There may be a sex sequence with the trans character.
Great.
But it doesn't, but that doesn't, it's...
Bring on the strap-ons.
He's basically, they're shoving their social justice warrior agenda on us all. Okay, fine.
Is that really what the fuss is about?
And also they've sort of like, the story's shit because they don't treat the characters...
hold on, I don't say any more.
I'm not going to say it. They don't treat the characters we like very well. But that's the point.
That's real life, because you've got Muppets like them complaining.
This is a game world. They've built a universe where, to be honest, no one should be alive. And no one should be alive for very long.
And the only ones who are alive are the bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
They'll survive at any cost.
Do you know what? There seems to be an awful lot of... I saw the
Why
same thing...
Why did they get review bombed? For the gay thing?
For everything.
That's
shit
pathetic.
writing. They didn't write the characters we liked the way we wanted them.
Well,
they didn't make the story the way we wanted. Gay, trans, bollocks.
Yeah, okay. Well,
so like, are you fucking kidding me?
The writing that I've seen so far is fantastic. The acting's amazing. The game looks incredible.
They're saying that the story's bad.
Well,
right now,
and they want to spoil it for everyone, don't they?
Does anybody know what the story to the first game was? Old man who lost daughter tries to make up for losing daughter by taking another kid across America, and then falls
and denying
for her.
The human race from
it's
a cure.
It's not exactly fucking War and Peace, is it?
No.
So, this is not a spoiler thing.
Well,
to
there
say,
is this thing that says there's only 7 types of story you can write anyway.
You can tell from the trailers that this story is a revenge story.
Yeah.
That's what all the trailers have been about.
Yeah.
And revenge stories...
You haven't got to be Sherlock Holmes to guess what that's all about either.
Revenge stories don't tend to be smart stories.
No, that's why I write them all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
All my films are about revenge.
They're not about revenge or anything like that. Revenge stories aren't the most intelligent stories in the world, but they're raw.
Yeah.
They can be very raw and
brutal.
visceral. My experience, The Last of Us 2, and I got...
How far are you...
So I am probably...
From that bit, how far on from that are you?
I think I'm about 10 hours in.
Blimey, how long's the game?
25 hours long.
Well, that's really good value, isn't it?
To be honest, it's no spoiler to say that there's an open world section, much like they did with
like a hub,
like a little hub world, fairly early on in the game, and I have spent
you searching for the collectibles,
not just searching for the collectibles, but just exploring this world they created.
I like the way they fragmented the tutorial so that you're actually doing the things that Ellie's going to have to do later on with other characters.
It's what they've done. The world they're creating once again is amazing. It's like 4 or 5 years after The Last of Us. So
people have moved on. Things have changed, haven't they?
When you saw The Last of Us, the cities were like on the brink of being submerged by nature, claiming them again. Nature had sort of reclaimed the cities.
Yeah.
4 years later, nature has now taken the cities back over, and the cities are now like green jungles with
that
concrete
one?
sticking out.
What's that film with Will Smith based upon
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend, yeah. It's the same thing.
Very like that.
Yeah.
And it's
In
just
fact, even the
beautiful.
creatures were similar.
The graphics are incredible.
Mm.
The detail, the attention to detail is amazing, and the combat is everyone say, oh, it's the same old shit. It's not. It's refined. There's something about it. There's just
Does it
slick.
flow? Yeah.
It flows.
Intuitive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
you're not struggling with the controls.
The video that I put up today, if you watch that of me killing people, it's just 10 minutes of violence.
Yeah.
The violence is off the chain.
Yeah.
It's absolutely brutal. I think I was being chased by two blokes, so I threw a Molotov cocktail on one guy's face, and she's screaming in the background.
Yeah, fantastic.
I run down the hall, duck behind a box.
Yeah.
Some bloke starts shooting at me, so I throw a bottle at his head.
Yeah.
And then just run at him with an iron bar and cave his skull in.
Right.
And it all cave, and now it all caves in. The
I'll
blood.
have to play that with the headphones on.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a symphony of violence. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
There's so much you can do. Like if someone's running towards you, shoot the leg out from under them and then smack them in the head. And
it's almost got more attention to detail than Red Dead.
Yeah, yeah. There's detail to it that is, and the letters. All the letters and things you find. Now on this sort of like high fidelity PlayStation 4s that we've got and all of that, you don't need to do the option to press read text. You can literally read it
as is.
Note.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm really enjoying it.
I found a few collectibles early on as well. Like in the Wild West town, found some collectibles.
Yeah.
Did you find the one in the bar? I bet
No.
you didn't go back in the bar, did you?
No, I didn't, and I'm really gutted.
I found a baseball card.
Because there's a guy playing a banjo in the bar, isn't there?
Mm.
You see the guy playing the banjo?
Yeah. Can you play? Apparently, you can play the instrument, can't you?
So the guy playing the banjo is Ghost Sandoval, the guy who did the music for both games.
Wow, that's cool.
So they've motion captured him into the game.
Really cool.
There is a guitar playing mini game that is insane.
Brilliant.
It's insane.
Because someone said that I saw
and
something. People are playing proper guitar.
People are playing songs using a PlayStation 4 controller and the touchpad.
That's awesome.
Can I tell you how you do it?
No.
Is that a spoiler?
No, go on, you can.
You basically get the guitar and you're picking chords.
But are you turning the controller around?
So no. So it gives you a circle.
Yeah.
With chords on it.
Yeah, I've done that bit. Yeah.
You can press L1 R1 to change chord sets.
Oh, okay.
And then you're strumming the touchpad.
So they made it easy, but
if you tap the
touchpad,
you can do individual strings as well.
Oh, awesome!
I don't know how they've done it. It's like magic.
Yeah,
but
it's actually been one of the most underutilized parts of the controller, isn't it? The touchpad.
Yeah, and so like now the console's on its way out.
Is there a touchpad on the new one?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it looks like it, doesn't it?
Hmm.
So yeah, Last of Us 2, and it's just compelling. And I'm someone who I didn't finish The Last of Us originally
until 2 weeks ago, or a week ago.
Last week, I played The Last of Us through.
I think I played it through twice.
Played the DLC and finished the DLC on Friday night, and then went and bought Last of Us 2.
Yeah,
just incredible.
It must be really interesting to play that and then play the new one, just to compare the improvements. I think
going through that story straight into this, I think it probably helps me a little bit.
Yeah,
because I'm sort of like picking it up as it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
what else have you been doing?
So we both been playing something.
You've been playing Animal Crossing a lot, haven't you? Well, you've sort of done that now, haven't you?
So I've now marked on my gaming track list. I've marked Animal Crossing as completed.
Right.
Because I've paid off my final home loan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So essentially, that part of the game is finished.
Although it's the sort of thing you can dip into for 10 minutes
Absolutely.
every day.
The kids are still playing it. Kids are still playing it constantly, and we're doing things together in it. So it's still great. I've now got a new building project in there to try and make a shopping area.
Yeah. Do they play that on the big telly with it docked or something?
They play it docked and handheld. If they want to, they play it in bed, and you know, it's perfect.
Yeah.
So since we've last met, there's been another big announcement about another remaster trilogy that we both love. and they released 2 and 3 straight away.
Oh, Mafia, yeah.
And the Mafia trilogy. So we've got a full remake of Mafia 1 coming in August.
That looks amazing.
And Mafia 2
is a remaster. It's a high def up,
Yeah.
sort of tweaked slightly.
Yep. With 4K and HDR support.
Yeah.
And so they
And it
have
looks
made,
good.
they've
I played a bit of that.
I've done a side-by-side comparison because I put the original game on the PC and then had the remote play version running on my other
Because the
monitor.
PC version was actually okay before they
Yeah,
redid much to it.
they actually have done a lot more work than you think they've done.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot more work.
Yeah.
And Mafia 3 got patched.
To include all the DLC for free, which
Yeah.
which is good because I'd
Yeah.
actually got it cheap on my PC.
So I've been playing Mafia 2. It's hilarious. I love that game.
Mafia 2's
every
great.
time I load it on my PC, I play it up to a certain point and then stop playing it.
Yeah.
So I'm at the point on the PlayStation version where I've just I'm in jail
Oh, okay. I haven't got to that bit yet.
after a heist goes wrong, and it's like, shit, I can't remember this happening at all. But
Well, that's a good thing when you revisit things after so many years. You can still enjoy it because you forget all the twists and turns, don't you?
so I do. I'm going through that, and then I want to play Mafia 3 as well.
Mafia 3, I said, didn't I, was actually, if you stick to the main quest and forget all the side bullshit, is actually... And in fact, when you compare Mafia 2 to Mafia 3, the open world usefulness, if you like, is the same.
Yeah.
It's not a Grand Theft Auto. It's a really good fucking story, told in a brilliant way, Mafia 3. And I like the main character, he's superb in that.
What's his name?
Clayton
Clay or something. Clayton something.
Something like that, yeah.
I like the presentation of it all, the documentary style stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way they've done it.
Yeah,
Very good.
it's superb. It is
And
superb.
Mafia 3 remastered looks
Mafia
amazing.
1.
Mafia
remastered.
1. Yeah, Mafia
That's a
remastered
ground up
looks
new
incredible.
engine, everything, isn't it? Well, it's
Yeah.
probably the Mafia 3 engine, really, but taken to the next level. Now,
So-
they've also announced another remaster of a game which came out of the blue, and it's out very soon. And I actually bought this on my Steam, on my Origin account. It's only like £5 or £4.
So, this is a game that's been asked due to licensing issues.
Right.
It's been everyone's begged for a remaster of this game, but it's never been possible. But THQ Nordic have somehow got the rights.
Did you play it at the time on
Yeah.
PS3 or whatever?
PS3.
It was a really good game,
It's a
wasn't it?
great game.
I never
We're
finished
talking
it.
about just moving on to
Kingdoms of Amalur.
Amalur Reckoning,
Yeah.
which is now being remastered as Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning.
Now I'm
It's
wondering
still
whether it's
got-
going to be the PC version though.
It's still got one of the best character creations
Yeah,
going,
yeah.
with the two dwarves taking you to the
pit.
the pit of corpses. And
That's it.
Oh, it's brilliant. I love that game. To me, it was a fantastic game at the time.
Really underrated, wasn't it, at the
It
time as
seemed-
well?
It's basically an offline World of Warcraft.
Oh, is it?
That's what it is. It's
Oh, I wouldn't know
it's
that,
like
'cause I
an
don't play World of
offline World of Warcraft.
To me, it was very sort of
Brilliant.
almost Zelda stroke.
Mm.
Is it Cameo?
Cameo, the El Rare game.
Yeah,
God Almighty, yeah.
I think it was. To me,
That was a great game as well.
yeah. So that was a good game. So that's what I was comparing it to.
Yeah, I'm looking. I will be so buying that. That's such a good game.
Yeah.
That's such a good game, and I think if they can do a proper remake of it as well, it'll be gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
The art direction in that game is fantastic. Yeah.
I've just noticed that you're getting scarily close to your Far Cry collection, so I suppose
Yeah.
I suppose I better get this out of the way of saying, yeah, I bought Far Cry Primal.
After me badgering you because you said, "Oh, I've got some spare money," and I said you should be
Yes,
buying Far Cry Primal.
I bought Far Cry Primal.
And what do you think?
It's pretty good. I haven't played it a lot,
But
just because of other things. But
have you got into beast taming yet?
I've got an owl. I haven't got.
No.
I haven't got.
I'm
that,
talking about
like I
a
said, I
beast
haven't
that you
got
can
that
ride.
far with it. No, haven't got that far yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm.
It's a good game, isn't it? The graphics are really good, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, they're obviously better on PC. The PC looks fucking stunning. absolutely stunning. Yeah, because I played. Well, shall I move on to? Have you got any more to talk about? No,
I've got loads.
Go on, carry on.
Hang on.
You got to answer your phone.
No, I've just got to send a message.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
There's at least 3 games on my list.
So what else have I been playing? So I went on a bit of a spend up. Hey, which is always good.
Oh yeah. Did you get the 51 games on Switch?
No, I didn't.
I did.
No, I didn't. I got the free version.
It's got Richie Marge on.
Oh shit! Don't talk to me about that bloody. So, oh god, I am so addicted to Picross.
Yeah.
On the Switch, I bought Picross S4, and it's my go-to tired game. If I'm tired and I can't face a game with a storyline, I play Picross. I've done all 150 puzzles in the main bit.
Oh my
now,
god!
And I'm now on the main challenging ones. I can't stop playing it. It's such a good game. Anyway.
Yeah. Do you want a drink, by the way?
I'm okay actually.
Okay.
So, don't get infected.
So Picross, you've been mad for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, my Switch is now Picross and Animal Crossing. That's it. That's all I play. I bought Streets of Rage 4 and played through it once to the end. Fantastic game. I need to go back and do all the other.
I need to do a co-op with you.
Such a good game. Love that game. It's really, really good. But I went on a bit of a spend up, and I bought. Oh god, I went mental.
Nothing wrong with that.
Okay, so I bought The Crew 2.
Yeah, on what?
PS4.
Okay.
Because it was really weird. They did that Days of Play sale.
They did some really cheap Ubi games, didn't they?
Yeah, Days of Play sale, and The Crew 2 Standard Edition was in the Days of Play sale for $12.99. But the previous week's sale, which was 65% off these games, had The Crew 2 Deluxe Edition still in it for £12.49.
They do fuck up like that sometimes.
So I bought that. So I got that. So I got the Deluxe Edition. I played about
they had
an
Far
hour
Cry
or two of that.
4
It's pretty good.
for like $39.99, and then, like I said to Paul, I said you can get Primal and Far Cry for $14.99.
Yeah.
And he got the Yeti DLC for like £5.
Oh right, yeah.
We've been playing the Yeti DLC, but I'll get to that.
I also then went and bought, Doom.
Eternal or Doom the original?
Doom VFR.
Oh yeah, I saw you were playing that. Yeah.
Oh,
that's good, isn't it?
God, that game is fantastic in VR.
Do you use jump movement or scrolly movement?
Movement.
Right.
Proper movement.
Yeah, because you don't really suffer. I think the more you play VR,
I'm using your aim control.
Yeah, we need to do a deal about that.
I have the eye of you.
What would you pay me for that? Then?
I don't know.
20 quid?
I'll give you 20 quid for it. Absolutely.
Yeah, you can have it for 20 quid.
Then I went on a bit of another little twist.
Yeah.
Because I went, oh, look at these full motion video adventures. I want to try some of these. So I bought Late Shift.
Late Shift is fantastic, isn't it?
God, I did one playthrough. I bought it, downloaded it, did one whole playthrough that night. It's brilliant.
It's addictive, isn't it? It's so well shot. The story's good.
Oh, there's 12 endings. Oh my god, I've got to go through all this again. And then I bought Erica.
Yeah, I've got
which
that.
I haven't played, but apparently I've got the mobile phone app.
Oh.
To play it off the mobile.
I need
because they tell you to do
that.
I
need to re-download that because that looks good. I like FMV. Did you get the?
Really
did you get the one with the virus? The appropriately.
No.
What's it called? The
Conduit or something like that.
Something like that. Isn't it?
No, but that is actually on the sale this week or something, I think. But yeah, Late Shift, I really enjoyed that. The quality of that is
it's the best
proper.
FMV game you'll ever play, I think. Cause
it was so good. The locations.
Story's good.
It
good. Looks slick as hell, doesn't it?
So my first playthrough.
Acting's great.
I did the robbery.
Yeah.
Helped them do the robbery.
Yeah, you didn't want to get the needle in you. Yeah.
Then
it crashes. It always crashes, yeah.
Didn't leave her behind. Went to the Chinese guy. He told us to fuck off.
Mr. Wong.
Mr. Wong. Yeah. He told us to fuck off.
Yeah.
Then we went to a hotel, had a kiss, got attacked and kidnapped.
Ah.
Mr. Wong then
Did you get
died.
the thumb screw treatment?
Thumb screw.
Did she get killed? Did she get knifed?
No. Left her behind, saying I'll sort it out.
Yeah.
Went to the old art dealer.
Did you beat him with a golf club?
No.
Oh, I did. I beat
And
the shit out of him.
I didn't beat him. I smashed up his shit
Yeah.
and then intimidated him, and he opened up a safe
Yeah.
and produced a gun.
Did you let him go to the safe?
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
didn't
do
go-
that. No.
He produced a gun,
Yeah.
but I fought him, took the gun off him, and shot that fucker dead.
And I
At
bet
which
you
point,
died
I
very
tied-
shortly.
I tied up the maid.
Oh, did you? I
Yeah,
never did
tied the
that.
maid to the chair,
Fantastic.
went out into the hall and got gunned down.
Yes, I got gunned
By
down
the Chinese
in my first
turning up. I was
playthrough.
like,
Yeah.
oh my god!
I
thought
played
I'd done
that.
it. I thought it was in the clear. I thought I'm going to sort this game out first time. No, dead.
I got that on PC actually,
Oh.
and I played it with Paul and Keith, and I let them all make a decision each as the game came along with the decision making.
It's so good that I will buy it on the Switch as well, because I
Yeah, I've
think
got it
it's
on
a
Switch,
nice
yeah.
little game to play if you've got a couple of hours, like in a rating.
Because you
room or
can
something.
always try like answers
Yeah,
that.
immediately I've started it straight away.
You know the
and did
girl,
everything
the
opposite.
blonde girl that you see at the beginning in the car
in
park.
the car park.
You get to see her in a different place later on in the game, but you need to make
I did
different choices.
The next playthrough I tried to run away from the car park
Yeah.
and just keep running and just
They
fuck off,
catch you.
fuck off.
They
And
catch
literally,
you.
I'm out on the street going, yay,
Yeah.
I beat the game.
The bloke in a Range Rover turns up.
and puts me in the car.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
fuck it.
I've played it about 3 or 4 times. It's brilliant.
Yeah, so I bought that.
Mm.
Bought that and Erica, which I started playing, but I need to
Devote some time to it.
devote some time to it.
Mm.
And then, I'll keep going, Mike. It's so sad.
Yeah, go on. That's fine. You can't
so
have bought more than me.
I bought The Walking Dead
VR.
Saints and Sinners, which is the VR
Yeah,
game.
you said that was good.
That's something else.
Hmm.
You need full motion of movement there,
Oh, right.
because
We need to stand up, you mean?
you need. Well, no, I play it sitting down, but you need to be able to.
Batter your arms around.
Yeah.
Like windmilling.
You can grab. It takes interactivity in a VR game to the next level. Like if you put your hand out
Yeah.
and press the trigger on a nearby wall,
Yeah.
you stick to the wall so you can start peeking round corners or to lift yourself, or put a hand on a ledge to pull yourself up.
Well, these are like the next gen versions of VR, aren't they?
Yeah. And then when you
Yeah.
get a zombie, you can basically grab their head, and if you've got a screwdriver or something, you've got to get it in the skull, but you've got to get through the skull.
Okay.
So you literally get it in,
Yeah, and then double force it.
and
yeah.
then you've got to keep pushing down to eventually pierce the brain. At which point, you've then got to get it back out,
So you got to twist it. Have you?
yank
Right.
it out.
Right.
Unless, of course, you get the screwdriver in the eye.
Oh, okay.
That goes straight through. That's an instant kill.
So you need to
But then
aim
there's
for that.
loads of different weaponry and
In VR,
And
does it look more scary?
yeah. And because it's set in New Orleans as well,
Yeah. Oh, right.
so it's all foggy
Swampy,
and oppressive,
yeah.
and it's like shit. You're going through streets, and you're basically
All the dead are in graves are
It's like
actually
a
above
little bit-
ground as well.
it's it's a little bit like The Last of Us in VR. Essentially,
Okay.
you're scavenging for supplies.
Is
And
there an
you've only got-
objective, or is it just survive?
You're trying to get to the tower in
Ooh.
the centre of town
Yeah.
to get a code for apparently a secret military base that is full of surprise, that if you can get into it, you'll be set for life or something.
Oh, yeah. That
But
lie.
each day you're allowed out for a certain amount of time, and once the bell rings in town,
Yeah.
the dead are coming, so
Right.
you need to get to the boat
A
and
bit
go
like
back to
Dying
your
Light,
base.
isn't it?
So, yeah, so it's like a roguelike game. So
Yeah.
you're surviving, doing a bit of survival, bit of crafting back at your base.
Oh, so it's got lots of elements to it.
Yeah. So you're scavenging, building, doing everything. It's a very
Is
good
it
game.
scarier than The Exorcist VR?
I've never played The Exorcist VR. I don't think it is. Probably not, because it's not.
Exorcist is fucking scary, man.
It's not designed to be like terrifying.
Yeah.
It's designed to be, oh shit, that's a lot of zombies, but
Yeah.
I've got this fuck off
It's
sword.
it's monster fun, terrifying,
and
isn't it?
they're just about to do this wave-based add-on, called the
Okay.
Meat Grinder add-on,
Oh,
which is
okay.
basically just levels of zombies coming at you,
Right.
and you can just mash them with any weapon in the game.
Yeah. Oh, good.
But yeah, that's a really good game as well. I'd recommend that on VR.
Well, anything else? Come on, you've got to have you
No
on the
Man's
spend
Sky.
up. Hmm?
No Man's Sky had another update.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
Cross-play. So you can now play it with anybody.
Oh, okay, that was a
PC,
big
Xbox.
thing. Going back to the EA thing, they kept going
A lot
on
of
about.
crossplay. I think that's the next
I like the
generation.
idea.
The next generation. And somebody brought up a very, very valid point, is that seeing as publishers are pushing so hard for cross-platform crossplay now, do I buy a next generation console or do I just buy a kick-ass PC?
Well, interestingly enough, one of the amazing ports they've done on Switch is for Divinity Original Sin 2, and you can play that, and it immediately uploads cross-play, and then take off from where you did it on the PC.
You can do that now with the Switch version of The Witcher as well. You can cross-save your PC save.
Cross-save, that's it. Yeah.
PC save.
The first one, big one to do that, really was Destiny 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
And they've announced some new add-on light with the word light in it all the time.
I have to admit, the Destiny moving forward, Destiny have had their first sort of like Fortnite-esque event. And I think Destiny's moving in the right direction. I've
what they do, they have a free taster of what the DLC is going to be, and then
I like
the
fact that they're taking some of the DLC out of circulation and putting it in a vault.
Are they?
Because they're going to take some bits out.
Like what?
I think Gambit. They're taking out bits because otherwise they can't keep adding stuff. They realise that they're oversaturating the game.
Yeah.
So the bits that people aren't playing, why don't we just take them out of the game?
Yeah.
And we can bring them back for a season.
Yeah.
Take them back. It makes sense.
I didn't really.
They're going to put all the Destiny 1 content back in as well.
Forsaken was great. That's the best DLC they've ever done. And and the trouble is when I got the new stuff, it's typical Destiny. I get in it, I get addicted to it, I play it for maybe a couple of weeks, and then I just go, fuck that, I've had enough of that.
Yeah.
Because once you reach a certain level, and it's just like, it's like the never-ending story, those games, unfortunately. And I'm really getting bored of. I like single-player narrative, start, finish, end.
I think the
stuff,
thing with the Destiny reveal trailer, once again, had this thing that I know won't come true. Is it hell of a lot of spaceship use?
Yeah.
Hell of a lot of I'm flying in my spaceship over the planet's surface. I'm flying in my spaceship to this planet.
And
but
that's
we
just
all
a
know
loading
that
screen.
The spaceships are just fucking loading screens. If you actually made spaceships playable in some form, the game would be completely different, and I would really want to play it.
Yeah.
Again, but I've downloaded it because I think
Destiny's
have a
had
live
enough
service
of
game.
my fucking money over the years. I've had enough.
Yeah,
Same with the Division 2.
The thing is, though, with Destiny and Bungie, it's always the same. We always say, "Oh no, I'm not doing that," and then 2 days before it comes out, we go, "Actually, it looks pretty good."
Oh, I ain't doing that this time. I've got too many other good games to play.
And then what else? There's been so much going on.
What else did you buy, Mark? What else did you spend your hard-earned cash on? Anything else in the sale?
No, I think purchase-wise, I'm done.
Yeah.
But then for free, I got like GTA 5 on the PC via Epic Store.
Yeah.
I've been playing that. And I got Witcher 3 on my PC, which actually works. I've been tinkering around. I suddenly decided to start tinkering around with Skyrim. And Skyrim
Yeah,
mods.
I saw you playing that because I
And
said,
it's
"Oh,
like,
you're playing
Jesus, Skyrim can look pretty good even on my old crappy PC." But
yeah,
and it's a fairly easy tool I found as well to.
The mods are easy to update, aren't
yeah, but there's some mods you can't get on Steam.
Oh, is there?
And there was a website called Nexus Mods that
Yeah.
have now put in their own mod manager called Vortex,
Yeah.
and it very simply downloads
Yeah.
mods and
I was
inserts them
tempted
into
to
the
do that when I was playing Mass Effect 1, but once I'd got it on to 4K res and everything running on max detail, I'm like, well, actually, I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I think that's probably me.
Well, luckily, mercifully, I haven't been playing that much. I went for a period where I wasn't playing much at all over the last 2 weeks. Before that, I platinumed Far Cry 4.
Yeah.
And that involved playing every 3 multiplayer game modes right to the end. Each game lasts like 10 to 20 minutes long, and you have to be there at the end in order for it to register, tick off one of the 3. And I was worried I wasn't going to get anyone playing that old game, but there were people.
Really?
Took an hour to get that ticked off.
Yeah.
But I can categorically say that Far Cry 4 is a better game than Far Cry 3.
What about Far Cry 5?
I think it's better than Far Cry 5.
Yeah, no. So when you say Far Cry 4 is better,
At the moment, Far Cry 4 is the best Far Cry game. But I really got buried. The DLC, Valley of the Yetis, me and Paul, that's better, that game, that DLC, because when you play co-op in Far Cry 4, you can't do main missions. You can only do outposts and stuff.
Yeah.
But when you do Far Cry Yeti, a lot of the game, you can even do the main missions because it's basically you've got to survive 5 days. And what happens is, so all during the day you can go out and do side quests that then upgrade your tower defense base. And then at night, when you've done the main mission for that day, you then go to bed and he sends all these lunatics at you at night, and that's where your tower defense comes in. So you can have, if you get 4 players co-op, you can all man a machine gun, and you've got like bear traps, you've got minefields, you've got petrol drums up in trees that you shoot and spray bloody fire everywhere. And we all know Far Cry is the best game for doing fire. So we're just sticking around with that. Far Cry 5 is good. I did finish it, but the thing I would say is I think the DLC, like the Gold Edition, it actually gave you the Redux version of Far Cry 3. Which is still good. It gave you the Vietnam one. The Mars one is funny when you got Herc and the comedic and you're bouncing in 0G everywhere. And there's a third one which is like a zombie thing.
Yeah.
Which I haven't really played much of. But the Vietnam one where you go into like a wrecked building and then you find all these Vietnamese tunnels that they've dug. Underground tunnel complexes. Yeah. You have got to literally just go across the map from A to B, but you've got to do it stealthy like Rambo. Fucking good fun, really good.
I think the thing I've been surprised at...
I haven't done co-op on Far Cry 5 because no one's co-opted it with me yet.
Far Cry Primal, the thing that I think surprised me is that...
Sorry, Primal's the best Far Cry, actually.
Is how good it looks, but I'm sure that it's because they're able to... I'm sure they've been able to put a lot more detail into the world because you're not moving as fast.
Yeah. You've got no vehicles, you've got no
flying. So the world seems very,
beautiful,
very
isn't
detailed compared
and
to
we all know
Far
that it's
Cries.
based upon the old Far Cry 4 terrain map.
Yeah.
But been tweaked.
But you would never know that.
But at the end of the day, mountains, ups and down, all terrain is up or down in terms of elevation, isn't it?
Although the map may be the same, because of the amount of extra vegetation they've put in it, that
you'd never fucking know.
You'd never know.
No.
It looks so good.
Yeah.
I do like a lot of some of the mechanics in that quite a lot.
What one tip: upgrade your owl as much as possible because the owl is very, very useful. And do you know that owl is the precursor to the eagle in Assassin's Creed?
I think it's the first time Ubisoft did drones.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And now drones are in all their games.
Yeah, they are. But more importantly, it's the Assassin's Creed Egyptian one had Bayek had his owl, didn't he? Well, not an owl. He had an eagle or something, wasn't he? Eagle.
He had an eagle.
Or was that no? It was the Icarus was the eagle in Odyssey.
I think they both had eagles. Or did somebody have a hawk?
I don't know. Well, there's a raven in Valhalla, isn't there? So. Really, that's really what I was playing, although I have dabbled with some things, and now I'm doing Mass Effect on PC, number 1.
You were playing Splinter Cell?
Yeah, I played... Splinter Cell Blacklist is really cool, actually. So what I've also done is download a lot of, in quotes, cheap games. So before it went on to the big store, Aliens vs Predator, got that cheap.
Yeah.
Played that. See, when you've got a decent PC, you can just slap it on max detail. I've got Blair Witch, which I haven't actually even run yet. Call of Duty World at War, which is a classic Call of Duty. Castlevania Lords of Shadows. Crisis Trilogy. Dead Space Trilogy. Deus Ex, I've reloaded those games. I need to give them a bit of love. Oblivion, I've got this Game of the Year edition for $4.49. And it's basically Skyrim. It's the first time they implemented all the Skyrim. I mean, Skyrim's basically a copy of Oblivion.
Yes, well, Oblivion was like one of the released on the first 6 months of the Xbox 360.
Yeah. Well, Oblivion is
'Cause
the game that they're saying people that play the two, they actually prefer it to Skyrim
This
because you
was
can.
the game before Claire and I had kids, and Claire sat there and played that all day long
Yeah.
for a good couple of weeks. She loved Oblivion.
Yeah.
And there was always said, if I ever got it again, I need to keep it away from her.
Yeah. Good. Do that. We talked about Mafia. I did get Man Eater, but I only played a little bit of that. It's okay, but I need to devote some time to it, which I haven't got. And I got Metro Exodus really, really cheap, and Mortal Kombat 11, and MotoGP 20, and haven't touched them.
I've been thinking about getting Mortal Kombat 11.
I haven't really played Phoenix Point. By the way, I'm looking at all my games on GOG Galaxy, which is the browser that groups together all your games from different platforms. It's really good. This was free, Samurai Showdown on the Epic Store.
Yeah. This week's Epic was a bit of a letdown because it was meant to be Pathway and The Escapists 2.
Yeah.
The Escapists 2 is a Team 17 game that was coming to Epic Store last week.
Yeah.
But there was a problem at the last minute with it, and they didn't release it on Epic Store, so we didn't get it.
Telling Lies. It's got a brilliant actor in it in a film called Upgrade. Have you ever seen Upgrade? Have you watched Upgrade?
No, I haven't. Sorry,
You got to watch
I haven't
Upgrade.
watched Upgrade. I know the actor
That's my favourite film of last year.
and the actress in it as well.
Yeah,
One of
that
the
film
girls in it
Upgrade
from
is
X-Men.
top notch. It's directed by Lee Whannell, who was the guy that co-wrote the original Saw. He was the guy in the bath at the beginning.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
Lee
yeah.
Whannell. Very talented guy.
Telling Lies is the spiritual successor to Her Story.
Correct. It's meant to be really good.
Her Story I played a lot, and it's a really intriguing game.
Yeah.
It's
I
like-
picked up Witcher 2, by the way. Cheap.
Yep.
But I started to play it and I'm like, oh, it's all keyboard, where's that? And it's only Mass Effect that's really made me learn how where all the keys
I thought
are.
Witcher
And
2 on PC supported gamepads.
I don't know, maybe it does, I don't know. I picked up the Sherlock Holmes games really cheap. Devil's Daughter and Crimes and Punishment. Literally for £2 or £3.
We were looking forward to the prequel.
Yeah, there's a prequel that's been announced, The Young Sherlock Holmes, isn't it? Isle of Man, TT, Ride on the Edge. What a fucking amazing upgrade from the original game.
Yeah.
So hard, but satisfying when you get it right. Sort of. It's Isle of Man TT is the Demon Souls of the motoring world. That's the best way to describe it. I really need to play Vampire as well. I so wanted to play that. I've got too many games here, haven't I, Mark, to play.
Well,
Even Watch Dogs 2 looks incredible on 4K.
Of your 96
installed
games,
I own 700.
Of your 700 owned games.
What a
which
waste of money.
Includes PlayStation, to be fair.
What a waste of fucking money.
That's
got to be like,
there's a
say
lot
it's £20 a game.
You got Borderlands 3. You should be playing that as well.
I did start playing it and it was alright.
Yeah.
But I'll get round to it when I feel like it.
Crysis, though. I mean, Crysis is still like...
Apparently Crysis 1 is keyboard only,
Yeah.
really. It's not... You can't fuck around without a joypad.
No.
But some of the shit in Crysis is incredible. The way the
I
trees...
think Crysis Warhead was even better than Crysis. That was like an add-on to Crysis.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was really good.
So I got this in like a deal from... I think it was 28
still
quid.
Melt GPUs.
Yeah,
Crysis.
well, I don't want it melting mine.
On Crysis 3 as well. I think Digital Foundry use Crysis 3 as a benchmark.
Yeah, I know.
They're testing new PCs a lot.
Yeah. It was a game that's so ahead of its time in terms of what it could do. It just couldn't do it.
Because Crysis 2 was the one that took it to New York, wasn't it?
I've no idea. I know nothing about Crysis.
Yeah. Crysis 2 I remember being really good.
There's this guy on the YouTube that I saw, he reviews sort of old PC games, but puts them in like higher detail and looks at them and goes, well, actually they're pretty cool, you know? So I've got plenty to play there, but really I'm just... For a long while I was focusing on my Uplay account. So I was playing and buying. I did buy the Russian version of Black Flag, which was a mistake, so it was only £4, but I fucked up there, and until I realised I got the Russian version. I thought, and you can't change it. You can't change fuck all in that. So I had to buy it again.
Oh, I know what I bought.
games. Here
which
we
I
go.
haven't started playing again, but I bought Days Gone as well.
Oh yeah, I've got
'Cause
that,
that's
but
a
I haven't
great game.
downloaded that.
That's
yeah.
a great game as well that I would like to finish.
So if you look, I've got all these old black. I've got Black Flag, Unity. Unity looks much better now. Everything's so much better on PC. To be honest with you, these old games. So I've got a lot of Assassin's Creed, all the Far Cries basically, including Blood Dragon, which didn't really click with me. Some Splinter Cells, Trials Rising looks amazing actually. Absolutely amazing, Watch Dogs. So, but now I'm on Origin, which I don't normally go onto Origin much, and I've got Crysis, Dead Space, Kingdoms of Amalur, and all the Mass Effects on there. I mean, that's actually probably, if you're looking at a single browser, what's got the best games on it. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Out of all those, do you like the other BioWare games, the ones they did before that as well?
What?
Have you ever played Jade Empire?
I played Jade Empire. What's the night? Was it Knights of the Old Republic 2?
Yeah.
Huh? Knights.
That won't be on Origin. Oh, no, it is.
Old
It's there. Look. Knights of the Old
Republic
Republic.
Sith Lords.
Knights of the Old Republic.
How much is that? £7.
Oh, it's cheaper on Steam.
Yeah, but I'd rather buy it on Origin actually, because their infrastructure runs it more optimally, doesn't it? What's it's cheaper than £7?
I think on Steam at the moment it's £3.29.
Well, we'll have a look.
Have a look at Steam. So whilst you're doing that, I was going to say the other thing, of course, is that PlayStation VR summer of gaming is sort of in full swing. So we've had The Walking Dead. Gorn has turned up.
Who?
Gorn, which is like you'd love Gorn. It's like a
Sure.
gladiatorial combat simulator.
Okay.
Um,
Well, I quite like. No, the same price.
Oh, was it? It was, honest to God, it was in the sale last week.
So fuck that.
You missed that.
No, I don't mind. Was it £4?
What
What do you think? Should I get that?
First one? Have you played the first one?
I got the first one, I think.
Right.
And
I
it
would
looked a
say
bit crap.
before you rush in and
Because
buy
I've heard the
second
Sith
one.
Lord, the second one's better.
No, the second
It's more
one's
BioWare.
I'll tell you what you should be buying. Fuck that. Forget all that
Yeah.
shit. What you should be buying is Persona 4 Golden
No, I had that on the.
Vita.
Yeah.
You don't like it?
I did,
love
but I ain't got
Persona
time to
4.
spend any more on a Japanese 100-hour plus fucking game.
So the other thing that's coming, of course, we've got Iron Man VR's coming out next 2 weeks' time, and then we're getting into the territory of Star Wars Vader Immortal.
God, 2005 this came out.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
But
What's it
there's-
like? Have you
there's-
played it? Like the Old Republic Sith Lords?
No, not the second one. I played the first one to death, but I didn't play the second one.
Graphics.
Don't know why.
Graphics look a bit shit, don't they? They look very shit.
So, well, no, but there's content, there's updates. People have done patches for it now
Have
that
they?
update it all. And
The trouble when you buy it on Origin, it just overwrites all that shit.
Knights of the Old Republic 2 got rushed out, and there was a storyline elements and missions that were missing that have now been patched back in by community people, and it's so I think the current state of the game in a community form is possibly better. I think that's what's on Steam. I'm not
Why
sure.
would you say get Knights of the Old Republic 1 first?
Because it's a good game.
In fact, graphically, that looks better than the other one. The character models, well, they look about the same,
Yeah.
don't they?
Yeah. There's lots of mods for that as well that bring it up to date. New character
Yeah,
models,
I don't know
please.
whether I'll bother with that. I've got Mass Effect.
I think you've got enough to worry about.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? So there's heavy rumours due to somebody looking. There's a website where you can see all the people who are patched. Basically, Sony's patching website. So when people submit a patch, they have to, for a game, it goes through this website and you can view the code.
Alright.
And they've submitted a patch for Minecraft. Microsoft have.
What? I know there's a ray trace version of mine.
Oh no,
It's meant to be
they've
amazing.
submitted a patch for the PlayStation version of Minecraft, and on the checkbox it says PSVR support, and it says yes.
Oh. Wow.
So there's lots of people going, right,
Minecraft
that's
in
not
VR.
fully confirmed, but it could be that Minecraft VR is coming to PlayStation.
Well, it's a
VR,
no-brainer,
which
isn't
would
it,
be
really?
brilliant.
Plague Tale Innocence, one of the
Still
best
such a
games
good
of
game.
last year,
Such a good game.
isn't it?
So, have you're not subscribing to Uplay Plus or anything like that at the moment, are you? Or
No, I know Sean.
it does seem like a better deal
it does
than
but-
Origin, but
Oh, the Origin deal is rubbish. Its Origin is crap.
I noticed that there's a
Because if you then say, "Oh no, fuck, I can't afford it," then all those games disappear,
Yeah.
and you've then back to square one again.
there's
Especially
actually
since a lot of them are open world games that take a lot of time.
an offer on the PlayStation Store to get a month of EA access for 79p.
Yeah, but what do you get for
PlayStation.
that? You don't get the same level of shit that you get on Origin.
No, but
It's
I
a
did,
very cut down
but
version.
I did think maybe I could, it'd be one month for 79p, and I could probably just get Madden and give it a go or something. Or
Yeah. So these games are under a tenner. Have you played Whatever Happened to Edith Finch yet? Because that's a
No.
fantastic game.
no, I haven't yet.
Really,
No.
everyone should play that game. It's incredible. It really took my breath away. I just really didn't know what to expect. And once at the beginning, it seemed a bit boring, but then once it kicks in, you're like, "Holy crap! This is so clever, so clever."
Let's see what else is.
You see, a lot of these games are so cheap. If you've got to spend 84 quid, then you can get Battlefront for 17.99. You know, there's a lot. Obviously depending. Arkham City. Why have they got Arkham City on there? They seem to have some weird shit. See, Mad Max I picked up. You could pick up for £3 all day, and that's a brilliant game. Mad Max.
Oh yeah.
That's basically Batman in Mad Max universe, isn't it? The combat is very Batman-esque, isn't it? Batmax. Yeah, that's it. Batmax. So Origin Access is basic. The first month is 99p when you join, and then £4 a month, right? But that's basic. So you get 10-hour trials for upcoming games and a basic vault. Now the basic vault gives you basically all the cheap shit, right?
Yeah.
Anthem.
It gives you, the Verba gives you Anthem. I'm out. I don't want to know anymore.
So you can get Battlefield 5, Anthem, Need for Speed. Well, actually, you can get quite a lot for the basic.
Yeah.
But you get the older stuff, the stuff that's been out for a while. Why anyone would want Madden 19 when Madden 20 is
fucking
available?
Scroll past
Especially
that
with
Burnout Paradise
Antonio Clown on there
shit. I
as
am
well.
so fucking annoyed about Burnout Paradise. It's unbelievable.
Where's Burnout Paradise? Is it
EA
on there?
just scroll down.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
EA decide to put their games on back on Steam. So they do that. Last week they put Burnout Paradise back on Steam at the introductory price of £4.49. On the same week that they released the same 2-year-old remaster of an 8-year-old game on Switch for £44.99.
That is ridiculous. Who's going to buy
And you
that?
can't buy it physically. It's a digital only copy. £44.99 to have a 2-year-old remaster of an 8-year-old game on a Nintendo Switch. EA, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
That's ridiculous.
This is interesting. The early access, if you go on to that £89 a year, which is from £4 a month to $14.99 a month, you get the Premier Vault, and at the moment the Premier Vault is Jedi Fallen Order,
Anthem.
Command and Conquer Remastered. So basically,
So
you
apparently
get sort of early access to their new titles that come out.
Need for Speed Heat is meant to be quite good, eh? Are people?
I had it on PS4 and it's good fun.
Yeah, I might.
And they got rid of it.
Right. This is the point where
Why
I'm glad
does-
I'm here, so I can be an intervention of. You're reading this and go, no, that's not too bad. Don't sign up to Origin Premier.
No, I'm not signing up to that. No fucking way. I did that originally. I felt ripped off because I only did it because I wanted Anthem.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I could have bought
couldn't have
Anthem.
run
I
it.
went and bought Anthem on the PS4.
PS4, it was easier to run.
Yeah, because it'd run, it wouldn't crash and give me HD errors.
Oh dear. Poor old Anthem.
Admittedly, I
I'm
got
also-
the new Battlefield and I got the new Madden. So I got 3 new games that subsequently I think I went and got
To
2
be
of them
honest,
on PS4.
do you know what the best thing about you going on EA Origin Premiere was?
Putting everyone else off.
No. It finally got you to fix your EA account so you can play them.
It did.
PS4
It did.
games.
That
That
took
was
me-
the best thing.
that was
about
the
the
worst
whole
thing,
thing.
wasn't it? Yeah, my PS4 EA account was fucked.
So that's all sorted now, so you're alright to carry
I think
on
they've got me
playing.
down as Xbox 360 still on fucking their list, and I'm like, fuck off! I don't have that anymore. Jesus.
Oh dear.
So that's all I've really been playing, as far as I can remember. And I did have a go of Oblivion, which I got the Game of Year edition for £4.49.
Really good.
There's some games on my wish list. Vampire the Masquerade. That's the only other
Oh,
game
yeah.
that I think that's coming out that we
Right.
want
What happened
Yeah.
to that? 12 minutes. That was the thing we saw on the Xbox
to. This was 2020.
conference, wasn't it?
I did
love
that.
to know.
I did that
was
over a
about the
year
murder
ago.
or something like that.
Yeah,
Oh, I'd like that.
this one's meant to be quite good. Grey Hat, a digital. I
detective.
saw someone actually they've played it.
Did you see the VR?
This is meant to be one of the scariest horror games out, called The Beast Inside.
Ooh.
It's meant to be really nasty. Masquerade. Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines 2.
Bloodlines,
That
I'm
looks good.
Really looking forward
Who's
to
making that, by the way?
it. I don't know.
Developer is Hardsuit Labs. Publisher Paradox. So Hardsuit Labs have made. Oh, are they?
No,
Oh, yeah, Empire of Sin looks good as well, by the way.
No, that's just Paradox. Yeah. I think Hardsuit Labs might be made up of people who did work on the original.
Right. So
Let's find out.
I mean, it's not a cheap game. So it's set in Seattle, set full of alluring, dangerous characters and factions. In this sequel to the cult classics, your choices, plots and schemes. So what, did you play much of the original?
Not of...
Was it an RPG?
Yeah.
Right. A bit like a BioWare version of
Bloodlines
Vampires.
was a really weird game because it was the first game released to use the Half-Life 2 engine.
Oh, okay.
It was the first game commercially released to use the Source engine
Yeah.
because it came out 2 weeks before Half-Life 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
interesting.
And it wasn't meant to. I think they got in a bit of trouble with that with Valve because people got to see the engine first and strip it apart. But
Yeah.
I think it was one of those games that was an absolute mess when it launched,
Yeah.
and the community over years fixed it. But I was a big fan of the original Vampire the Masquerade game on PC. It was
Right.
more of a isometric 3D
I can't remember
Baldur's
that.
Gate game, and it was fucking fantastic because it started off in medieval times.
Do you know?
That was called Vampire the Masquerade Redemption,
Yeah.
and it started off in medieval times,
Hmm.
and you got caught. You were a crusader, played a crusader, and you got turned into a vampire.
Ah.
Then it ended up in Edwardian times, and then finally ended up in modern day New York. It was
Right.
just this immense game. It's
Mm.
so good.
Well, for some bizarre reason, it just took me back to early PC games I played. Do you remember the Tron game? It was fucking brilliant on the PC.
Yeah,
What was it called?
Tron 2.0.
Was it?
Tron 2.0.
I wonder where I can get that. Because
Yeah.
I love that. That's fucking.
Do you know where you
brilliant.
get it? GOG.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. Or Steam.
£7.
Tron 2.0. It was
That only came out in 2014.
Yeah.
Well, relatively speaking, I need to buy that. £7. What's Tron R?
Tron R was
That's a
like
run.
a endless runner game that was meant to be quite good.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh
I
God,
don't know
love
if
Tron.
2014 was when it came. Yeah, release date 2003.
2003.
It
Yeah.
got on to.
But that was a good. But the thing is, that game might not
If you
look.
like
That'll
Tron-
look good in 4K.
Did you subscribe to Disney Plus in the end or not?
No.
Because that's what I've been watching. Tron.
Oh,
I've watched Tron.
the second
Tron Legacy.
I've got the 3D version of that.
And then there's a CGI TV series of Tron they did on
Oh,
Disney
is
Channel
there?
that carries it on after that as well. Like,
See, it's got very positive reviews.
That was a great game. Tron 2.0 was a really good game.
It's only. What do I need?
I forgot
2.4
about
gig.
it. So Hard Suit Labs previously made. They were
Oh,
founded-
Monolith made it.
Yeah.
Right, they did the Alien vs Predator.
Hard Suit Labs was founded in 2015, and the only other game they've done so far is
it says
Blacklight Retribution.
this says here that the Steam version doesn't work properly because it's missing patches and requires starting both the game and Steam as administrator.
Pedagog.
So if I go to my browser, which I've got the GOG Galaxy, I can literally go to gog.com. Oh yeah, what's happening about the Beneath the Steel Sky? It's called. Is it Below Steel Sky?
Still
Or
called Beneath the Steel
no?
Sky.
There's a new one. It's done by Cecil, who
What,
did
the 3D one.
No,
It's coming to Apple and
no, the new. There's a new Beneath the Steel Sky game. It's not called Beneath. It's called something else.
oh,
It's done by the people that did.
Broken Sword.
Yeah.
Which is the guys who did the original Beneath the Steel Sky.
Yeah.
Was that the one we saw the trailer of the other week?
Talking of Reduxes, there's also a new Blade Runner adventure game being redone as well, isn't there? A Redux.
Yeah, it's being remade for
yeah,
Switch.
a remake. Oh, is it?
For Switch.
Oh, that's good.
Coming to Switch.
Oh, Desperados 3 came out, but that didn't really appeal to me, I must say. Sorry, I'm looking for Tron, aren't I? Where's the search bar on this bastard? This is weird. New release.
I don't like opening GOG inside GOG Galaxy
Why?
because it doesn't work properly. You don't get the search bar. Where's the search bar? If you open it in a web page, it works. Oh, there you go. More offers. Search for Tron.
Ah, Tron 2.
£8.19.
Okay, so it's an extra £1, but will it work? Where's the ratings? Do they have ratings? The best Tron game available, flawed. Save game corrupted. Can't finish the game. Well, that could be your PC, mate, not the fucking game.
I have to admit, I do have games on Steam that literally just don't load.
Look,
on
you can
my
get
computer.
X-Wing Special Edition for £8. TIE Fighter.
You can, I mean, on GOG you can get
You
Blade
get anything.
Runner.
You can get SWAT 4,
I know.
which I got.
you can get the Westwood's Blade Runner. They GOG have
Yeah.
when they go through this process, they re-release the game essentially to work on modern platforms. So
Yeah.
they do all the work to make an old DOS game work.
Yeah, I think I might get that actually, because I love that game, and I think that it's worth it really. It's because you're worth it, and it will automatically install into my GOG. I do say if you've got a PC, really get the GOG Galaxy, because I know you had an issue because you wanted to not let people see how much you'd blown on games on your PlayStation.
Oh no, it's just I wanted to stream. I streamlined it now. It's all right.
Yeah. Free now.
Yeah.
So, because this is in my GOG Galaxy, this will just process this PayPal order and then I'm done. I always end up buying something. Oh look, the Wing Commander 3.
Don't go there.
Wing Commander 3, Heart of
Yeah.
the Tiger. And they got Wing Commander 4. And Privateer. I know, I was really tempted to get
Tex
those.
Murphy was right next to it as well. the Pandora Directive.
Yeah, but it looks good. Bloodlines is not a cheap game, is it? Cyberpunk for 49 quid from PC version, but these are the guys. Oh, this is a game Kyle said he was interested in. Iron Harvest.
Oh yeah.
Some weird Nazi you've won the war, but it's all gone steampunk type scenario. Apparently, everyone's going on about this Bikini Bottom battle for SpongeBob. Is that a remake?
Yeah. So that $3.99. That's the original game, but they've remastered it.
Right.
I don't see the appeal. I never played the original game, so I don't get the the need for that.
Oh, okay. So that is that downloaded or what?
No. Install.
Right, install. It's only 2.5 gig. Christ, that's a save game file for Call of Duty, probably.
I was going to say, hang on.
I've got some weird shit on my GOG account, you know, because I've been given a load of free games as well.
Oh yeah, same with me.
Look at the weird shit I've got on here.
One of the ones that was free that I really liked was Lure of the Temptress, which is actually a game I used to play on the Amiga a lot.
Yeah.
I just picked up, because they were doing a sale with free stuff, I picked up Eye of the Beholder trilogy.
Yeah.
As well.
Oh, I remember getting really annoyed
thinking,
with
I
those
love
games.
those games, and then went,
They're
oh no,
shit.
it's not those, it was the Westwood.
Yeah.
Westwood did some games
They
back
did.
in the day.
That was the better one, wasn't it?
And I can't remember what they were called.
Didn't it have Patrick Stewart's voice in it
Yeah,
as well?
in the third one.
That was my favourite one. Yeah, I've got Dagger. Oh, yeah, all sorts of stuff. Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Fathers, though the updated graphics version game was brilliant. It's still point and click, but just with upgraded graphics. Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Fathers. But I've also got Gabriel Knight 2. I'm also tempted with Phantasmagoria, that real cheesy FMV gory thing.
Oh my god, Phantasmagoria.
Phantasmagoria. Schwarzenegger's was in. And I bought SWAT 4. Check out the graphics on SWAT 4, man. Look, check these out, Mark. Look. They look good.
Still look good. I'd much rather see a SWAT 4 coming back and taking on Rainbow Six, because I thought SWAT 4 was, although actually I don't think we should talk about this.
What?
I don't think we should be talking about a game.
Oh yeah, I know what you're going to say.
Where the police use unnecessary force to arrest a suspect.
Yeah, okay.
Whoops.
Let's not go there. Okay.
Yeah, maybe that's not a good time for SWAT to come back as a franchise.
No.
Terrible time. Let's not do that. Dear God.
Not unless they were raiding
what a
white
clusterfuck we just
supremacists
walked into.
In compounds with Kalashnikovs, which is
Beyond
weird.
the Steel Sky.
That's it. Yeah.
Beyond the Steel Sky.
Yeah, beyond the steel sky. Now that looks good. This is interesting that we're getting some point and click games back. Like you say, the what you call it? Yeah, there's an official trailer here.
Yeah, FMV.
Have you seen it? Have you seen the trailer? Yeah. What's this crap?
That's an advert.
Rubbish. Right. So we're watching the trailer for Beyond the Steel Sky.
This is the most recent one.
This is the most recent trailer. It looks pretty damn good, doesn't it? In a sort of shonky.
Yeah, and I am pleased, because initially what this was Apple Arcade only.
Oh really?
It's only coming to iPhones and iPads. But now it's coming to Steam.
And console.
Oh, and console. Oh, okay.
And they've done all their other games on Switch, haven't they?
Shrink that down, actually. I'm pretty sure.
We have Lauren's own Sven Vinker without his
that was
regime.
19th of August 2019.
Yeah.
So there is actually a newer trailer in April. So that.
Oh, that's gameplay.
No. Yeah, there. Honest to God, there was a new trailer released.
Oh, this one, official story trailer, 8th of June.
Yeah, and
they look very similar.
Did you know you can change your voice in real time?
No, I didn't. But I'm not a dick like you, asshole.
I don't need to make prank calls.
Union City. I've been away so long. Now I was back. The city looked different.
Because I think this also then shows some of Dave Gibbons' artwork
Yeah.
as well.
hoping to meet you, Mr. Grundy.
My dear husband.
That's got a sort of Telltale Adventures look, but obviously the engine will be better than
I
that,
was on the
hopefully.
trail of a child, brutally abducted from his village.
Beware! Demons stalk the cat by night.
And they've got comic strip sort of cells, which is good.
Nothing in the city was what it seemed. Luckily, I wasn't alone for long.
Master! What the hell kept you?
Together, we tracked the missing kids. A trail that led to the true darkness at the heart of Union City.
It's a bit of a sort of Sin City type thing, isn't it?
Yeah. See, on the new trailer, it only says arcade and Steam.
Ah.
So I think if it does come to consoles, it won't be for a while.
When a
Yeah.
laptop, you don't have to charge.
Yeah, well,
like
Rebellion, to be
today.
fair, are a very small outfit, aren't they?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Is it Rebellion?
Is it Revolution?
Revolution, yeah. Rebellion.
I'm
not.
about to ask. I was about to say I think they should do something, but I bet they already have. I bet the Broken Sword games are actually available on Switch.
They are.
They are. Jesus Christ, I should play those. They're really good.
I've got them.
I should play them. They're really good games too.
They are really good. Yeah. So, I think we've pretty much thrashed.
Well, I mean, the only thing I would say is I just went on YouTube.
Oh, Dare the Tentacles on
and
Switch.
I saw that they're starting to post footage of gameplay details and things of Ghost of Tsuhima. I can't say that.
It's Assassin's Creed in Edo, Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That state of play, by the way, for it made it look really, really good. So I think that's my next. I'm looking forward to Iron Man and Ghost of Tsuhima.
Tsushima, if you got
Tsushima.
shish.
Tsushima. I'm sure there'll be a lot
That's
of
no way
people calling it
derogatory to any
Tsushima.
people that have speech impediments, of course. Not
So
that
yeah, I think
anyone
that's
would
good.
listen to this.
And basically on my Switch, unfortunately this Nintendo have released Animal Crossing. I don't ever need to buy another game for my Switch ever again.
Might as well just delete everything off and save this memory space.
Well, I just traded in a Link's Awakening because I don't need that anymore.
No, you don't. I bought that on digital though, so that's the advantage of
it's
buying
like-
physical. Even if you get £6 or whatever for it.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I'll
Something's
tell you
better
what,
than
I went-
nothing.
So of course I went into game.
Oh, how did the COVID things
Oh my
work in game?
God! So
Were they all wearing like anti-hazmat suits?
full face shields. You know,
Yeah.
the full face shield.
But that's only
guy on
because
the
people
door
spit
with
at
gloves,
them all the time.
Good gloves, right?
Yeah.
I had to say that I had to go onto Game's website and
Did you have to sort
Click-
out your order before you went in?
I had to basically go to Last of Us Part 2 and then do collect in store.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like an Argos reservation. I then got a code
Right.
and everything like that.
Well, they're trying. They're trying.
No, absolutely. So literally, that's why they said we prefer you to come in. No browsing. I was the only person in the whole store.
Yeah.
No other customers.
Yeah.
I walked in. I handed my trade-ins over.
Mm-hmm.
They did the trade-in.
Did they have like a stick with fake fingers with motorised things so they could take them out your hand or something?
No, but the guy wore gloves.
Mm-hmm.
And then apparently
That's
their
a
policy.
first.
The policy is
Don't they quarantine the stock for
they
24 hours?
They
or
clean
something?
it, and then they put it out the back for 72 hours
Right. Yeah.
before they put it on the shelf. Well, put it
Put it on the shelves that people aren't allowed to touch.
Put it on the shelves, but there's no browsing in store now. No browsing
Well, I
at all.
suppose that's
Literally
where
in
they've
and
got all
out.
the space, isn't it? The
Yeah.
shelves. So
Yeah, so it's like
yeah. Well, they're doing their best.
compared to CEX, who are literally
Don't give a fuck.
open, and what they've told their staff is they have to clean every item every night. Have you been in CEX? How many
Jesus.
shelves full of
They ain't
DVD?
going to do that, are they?
It's like, no one's fucking doing that, you dick. So,
I actually think that now working at CEX is lower than working at fucking McDonald's, isn't it?
yeah, pretty much.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In terms of low shit jobs that.
I don't really, I
Yeah,
try
any
not,
job in
I try
retail
not to
shit,
use
isn't it?
CEX. I mean, when they first started, when they were in London, that used to be like a big thing. You used to take all your PC. I used to remember I took like £200 worth of PC games.
Until they
To Tottenham
fucking
Court
got their
Road.
system running properly, you actually got a lot of money, didn't
And I
you?
spent I spent like they traded them all in, put them all through their system.
It was a piece of
And
cake.
I-
You got
and I
massive
walked out-
credit at the end.
And do you know what I walked out with that
Cash.
day? Creative Labs PC DVD Encore.
Was that a sound card?
It was the first available DVD drive in the UK. Was a PC one.
Yeah.
That I then had to run out of the back of a decoder card to my TV. But I had a little piece of software that allowed me to switch regions on the fly.
Do you remember I had that for I had a caddy. Remember you used to put the disc in a caddy?
Oh my
I had
God.
the Creative Labs and I had the Sherlock Holmes FMV game.
Yeah.
That was like 150 notes, that was, when I bought that.
Yeah. Well, that was God.
Back then.
That was the one you played like 7th guest on as well, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
I always had the new tech for you to come round and look at, didn't I?
Yeah, no. What's all this?
When I was abusing you as a young child.
What's all this CD-ROM bollocks? That'll never catch on.
Who said that?
Probably me.
Yeah.
Or Trevor.
No, let's not talk about him.
Oh dear.
He got told where to go.
Go. Fuck off.
And you're always there when I'm like losing it and having a go at someone, aren't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
If it isn't there, it's at gigs with some scumbag trying to ponce money off me, and I read him the riot act, and you just don't know where to look, so you get embarrassed, don't you?
I just go, all right, cheers then. See you later.
Now you're chipping in, going, look, I wouldn't continue, mate. If I were you, I'd shut your mouth. Not to me, to them, yeah, bastards. Okay, all right.
Well,
I think that's it.
That's
really.
a wonderful podcast.
Yeah,
That was a wonderful podcast.
You've probably got 2 hours
I
of
just realised that.
bullshit there. Yeah, nearly 2 hours, 1 hour 55 minutes.
Really? Okay, guys, we can talk for another 5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. So
So I can't believe I've just realised that now we're back to doing podcasts in the same room as each other. I don't get to use my new toy that I bought. I bought AirPods specifically to do better quality video calls.
oh well, if you want to do that, we'll do that. You know. I cancelled my subscription to
Right, come
Zoom
on.
now because
We've got-
I don't think, you know.
We've got 4 minutes. How many more games can I get you to buy in 4 minutes?
No, I'm not going to buy any more.
Oh.
But what did I just buy? Yeah, Tron.
Tron.
Oh, let's just see what it looks like.
Is it
Should
loaded?
we run it?
Go on.
Let's run
It's
it.
got extras. I bet if it's got the soundtrack. What's that? Offline backup installers.
Okay.
Well, that means.
Is it playing?
Is that down the bottom there?
There's probably. Display.
It's been enumerated.
What? Oh.
This may take some time. Click OK.
Here we go.
204 by.
Okay, so it's got DirectX 3 render.
Options. Tinkering of options will.
It's got a weird noise there.
Yeah, I think you're all right to go there, aren't you?
Okay. Yeah, let's just play. See what it looks like.
Oh look, high detail. There we go. Oh, Tron music.
Buena Vista Interactive. It's funny because even though you choose high res, all the FMV's normally a bit shittier, isn't it? Oh, okay. Options. Let's just see what display. Gamma. We don't need a lot of gamma in this. It's a Tron game. Controls. Gamepad. I need to turn the gamepad on, but I played with mouse and keyboard.
What's
before.
the performance options?
Where's that?
Okay, click OK, and there's performance. That's it then. Yeah,
Everything's
on
maxed
full.
out. Okay. New game. Oh, you got light cycles. Of course. The light cycles in this is amazing.
Please, I've got to get back to my room.
Well, that's not very good resolution because you're only using half my telly.
You have privileges I require.
I'm just a simple email script.
I know what you are, and I know what will become.
de-resed.
Tell me, what is your function?
I serve Lord, my master user.
Back in the real world, there's some geek playing a video
Jack, do you think
game.
your dad would mind if I had some of his popcorn?
Oh, it's good that these subtitles at the bottom.
Sure, have all you want.
Ha! He's playing the Tron video game.
Yeah? I'm a little surprised you turned down the level 6 programming position.
Because that
Look, Dad, I
his
know you're
dad is
disappointed.
um,
Right, I'm disappointed.
the character from
I
Tron,
pulled
isn't
a
it?
lot of strings to get you that offer.
Yeah, I know, yeah. He's the Tron, isn't he?
Yeah.
You sound like Flynn. Hold on, son. Mathria, run a security diagnostic.
Yes, Alan 1.
Results.
A virus has entered the system via email. Lab drives 1, 2, and 4 infected.
Jet, we'll have to continue this conversation
I
later.
think I think we should end this because we're gonna talk. Not
I'm just
this.
skipping this.
I'm gonna end the podcast whilst we get too involved in Tron 2.0.
Oh, look at the...
Oh, look at it.
because it's all just lines and things, even though it's an older game,
But I remember the game.
in high res it looked like a VR game.
What it was really good at the time was this sort of like lighting effect that made all the glow, the glowiness and everything of it all. There you are.
Mathria, what did you do?
So you are a user. Fascinating.
Wowster.
Oh, that looks. I know it's not full widescreen support, but that's glorious.
Oh, I'm in my cell. Oh yeah, we've got to be on the pads, haven't we? The next game. What have I got to do? The writing down the bottom's very small.
Continue basic training. 2 skip.
Well, user, now that you've been digitized, you can think of me as your tour guide to the world inside the computer. There are a few
Mouse
crucial
sensitive is a bit
functions you'll have
sensitive.
to learn if you hope to survive the system. I'm sending you a help file. You can view help files at any time by pressing the number 8 key.
There we go. System options display. Should we just stick it on? What else should we do?
So basically, all those resolutions are 4x3.
1920.
Oh, try that.
Okay. Has that changed much?
No.
It's almost looks like it was made before PC monitors went widescreen.
It is, yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
So
it
we might
was.
as well put it on the max detail. Yeah, there's no fucking difference at
Study
all.
them closely. They typically contain important information. When a program has something to say, a talk icon will appear above his or her head. To initiate.
Actually, what I do need to do is to change the mouse sensitivity
sensitivity.
because it's way too fucking.
I'd say mouse. Go back.
Mouse sensitivity. Whoa! Drop that right. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'll go right down.
To the conversation, approach the
that's
program
better.
and press the action key. Try it.
What's the action key?
F.
Huh?
F.
F.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can map that to my middle mouse button, can't I? I often do.
You got to talk to the blue dude.
Oh yeah. Glad someone's paying attention.
6 more subdirectories have been compromised. The corruption managed to slip past our scheduled scans. Obviously an inside job.
Love the world where it's all like related
Yeah.
to.
I remember this getting quite hectic battle-wise.
Yeah.
I think you talk to
Oh, I can talk to
Bit
that.
now, Maya.
To continue your training, activate the help programs that display the talk icon.
Oh, so the red guys are help programs.
Oh. Mouse sensitivity is still too fucking sensitive.
Right.
Yeah.
Should we say goodbye to everyone?
Okay, yeah, because we're doing the
gonna
usual.
play Tron,
We're doing the
we're
usual.
playing this thing of
we
we're
put-
getting involved in a game again, and it's like, oh, you're still listening. thanks for listening. We'll be back again
Oh, that's much
soon.
better.
Oh, he's like, is that right off now?
Yeah, right off.
There
You've
you
still
go.
got the lateral movement. So.
We'll be back for episode 41, where hopefully we can talk more about
Tell
the
me